What's up everyone, it's Angry K9 here with another video from the JL2579 and Cubehamster Combined Fanserver. And in today's video I'm going to go back to the spawn town and I'm going to run out to the massive mob farm they have here. I'm going to take a look at that, and if I have time I'm going to check out the Enderman farm. But before I go, I'm going to show you around my little hole here. I left the spawn town, went to, I don't know, 3 or 4,000, I think it was about 4,000 blocks. I went and picked a direction, just kept traveling. I was trying to get out as far as I could and get away from everyone else, so I could find a place to set up shop, so to speak. And I found this ravine here. It actually goes in 3 different directions. It's really a large ravine, quite interesting. So I came down in here and actually ended up down here by accident. I had seen the ravine in the overworld as I was traveling, and I saw a creeper, and while I was trying to get away from that creeper without watching where I was going, I fell into this ravine. And at the time I did not have any ender pearls, and I really didn't have anything on me. Didn't even have any blocks. I don't even think I had tools. Oh, a slime. It's actually right near a swamp biome, and I don't know if they're spawning there and coming down into the ravine, or if maybe I'm actually in a slime chunk as well. Yeah, anyway, I was running away from a creeper, fell into the ravine, didn't die, fortunately. I think I landed in some water, and that prevented me from dying, but I didn't have a way back out, so I thought, well, you know, I'll take a look around, see if maybe I can find a way out. And I didn't. I ended up down here, and as you can see, I've been doing some work down here. I do have a mine set up down there, and I've started putting in floors, I guess you could call them. I have this thing about ravines. Every time I find one, I end up doing this. I'll put cobblestone out and you know, make floors, levels, whatever you want to, however you want to say it. I'm not really sure where I picked that up or why I picked that up. It's just kind of one of those silly little things I do. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to spawn town, and since I'm about 4,000 blocks out and I don't have another portal set up, it's going to take me a while to get there. So I'm going to go ahead and make that journey, and I'll be back as soon as I make it. Okay, and we are back in spawn town of the Harmony world, and it looks like they've been doing a little bit of work here. This is slightly different than it was the last time I was up here. It looks like they've done a few renovations here, and if you remember back from my first video, I had seen this sign here, made a comment about the nether reset, and it looks like what they're going to do is when version 1.5 comes out, which should be very soon, they're going to go ahead and reset the nether. I'm assuming it's just the nether and not the whole server. So recently I was given a tunnel in the nether, and actually I don't know if it's still assigned to me or not, because I think I remember seeing somewhere that any tunnels assigned for 5 days that haven't had any work done will be unassigned or reassigned or whatever. So I'm gonna have to, I think it was on the top levels where that tunnel was, but anyway, we're not here to see that. We're here to take a look at this massive mob spawner. Now they have a very large public mob spawner here, and that looks like yeah, that goes to the Enderman farm, and I don't have a minecart on me, I think. Okay, oh good. Anyway, I don't know where I'm not sure which tunnel I need to take to get to the mob spawner. I don't know if it was on this level or it was on the top level. Let me run up top and take a look. Anyway, what I was saying is, I think if you don't do anything with your tunnel... Now, how in the world do I get up there again? Oh, okay. If you don't do anything with your tunnel for, I think, 5 days, I think they'll reassign it to someone else. And it's been a few days. I don't know if it's been 5 or not. And I haven't done anything with it. I figure there's no point in making another tunnel and laying out track and doing all this extra work when it's just going to be reset soon anyway. So I decided to just go ahead and wait until after the nether reset before I build a tunnel, and I might even be able to get farther out from Swan Town than where I am and actually be able to build a portal. I've tried a couple of times to build a portal, and I've just ended up in someone else's base each time. And this is actually the one I had assigned to me, and I left this chest here because I had a lot of extra stuff that I just didn't need. So I thought I'd leave it here and let anyone take it. It looks like someone has taken some of the things out of there. I'm surprised nobody took the ender pearls, but then I guess that doesn't really matter. No one took the lapis. One saddle did go, and it looks like, yeah, a few things have been, because this chest was actually full. But yeah, just stuff I didn't really need, a lot of extra stuff I had laying around, so I figured I would go ahead and share with the rest of the community. So I'm going to take a look around here and see if any of these tunnels lead to this massive mob spawner. And I have been there before. I was actually blown away by this thing. It was huge. It was much larger than what I'm used to building. So I guess that is to be expected. Of course, I've always, I've never, this is actually the first public server. I kind of like that. Sorry, this is the first I get distracted easy. Anyway, this is the first public server I've ever been on, the first public Minecraft server that I've ever been on. So I'm kind of new to the whole public server, busy server kind of thing. I do have my own server, but I only have about 5 or 6 people on it. And where is, I can't remember how to get to this mob spawner. I know there was access from the nether hub, but I don't remember if it was on this level or if it was on the lower level. So I don't remember how to get there. I guess maybe it was on the lower level, because I'm not seeing open slime farm, sand generator, which doesn't work anymore, blaze, spider, skeleton, zombie spawners. I'll have to check those out sometime. Iron farm, witch farm. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that sometime. Yeah, I don't see it up here, so I'm guessing it's somewhere off of the bottom level. So let me get back down there and take a look and see. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to turn that chat off, because that is very, very distracting. Yeah, it tends to get quite distracting trying to play the game and with all that text rolling up along the screen all the time. Okay, interesting that there's a glass block right there. Oh, that's not very nice. Hi, brain freezer. Let's turn that chat back on, see if he said anything. Well, where was that at? Multiplayer settings. Interesting. Anyway, like I said, I tend to get distracted easily sometimes, and I don't know if that person was who put that glass block there, but that could have been a lot worse. Fortunately, it wasn't that far of a drop. I would not have been a happy camper if that had killed me. Anyway, getting back to the reason why we're here. Enderman farm, and we'll take a look at that later. I probably not going to get to the Enderman farm this episode. I think I might check that out on the next episode. Mob farm. That doesn't look, no, I don't think that's, no, that doesn't look right, because I don't remember all these trapdoors. And I certainly don't remember that kind of track. Okay, well, maybe it's in here. Self-medicated. Jamester Jim. He is the server administrator, or the server owner, maybe? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it's down here either. Nope. Getting a little bit of lag here, and that's probably from Fraps, because Minecraft runs great and lag-free without it. Interesting place for a portal. Alright, well, I'm going to take a look around here. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and when I find where I need to go, I'll be back. Okay, and I found it. I was actually here just a minute ago, if you remember. If I would have just looked a little bit to the left, I would have seen this sign here. And this is where I needed to go. And this is why I remember it was different, because of the TNT. That's why I realized that the one that I had seen on the lower level just wasn't the right one. So this is the one. So I want to go ahead and run down here and take a look and see the mob farm. And instant lag. There we go. Running just a little bit slow today. I've been getting a lot of lag on this server lately. It's been pretty busy. There's probably a lot of people on right now too. Yeah, quite a few. So yeah. And no, that trip wasn't as long as I thought it was. So we'll run through the portal here and take a look at this mob spawner. And there it is. As you can see, it is quite large. If the world would load here. And this obviously took a lot of time. I'm going to assume this was a community project and not something that just one person did. But I mean, if you just look at this thing, you can see the massive scale, just how large it is. And it looks like it uses the same concept as the Enderman farm. Looks like the mobs will spawn on those blocks there, and those pistons will push them off. Looks like there's tripwires there, so that when the mobs spawn, they'll trigger the tripwires, and you can see a skeleton just fall. They'll trigger the tripwires, which will push the pistons out and push the mobs down to the kill area, which is not where I'm at. Anyway, when the mob falls down, these as you saw, these trapdoors will close when the mob will land on the trapdoors and die, and then the trapdoors will instantly open so that their mob drops will fall down into the water stream here. I'm not sure where that zombie came from, but just like that. Let's wait here a second and see if another one falls down. Anyway, the mob will fall down and these trapdoors will close, and the mob will land on the trapdoors and will die, and then their drops will fall, and it's always the one just out of camera range, you know. It's either the one to the right, the one to the left never seems to be the one. See? I should have stayed there. But anyway, the mob drops will hit the water stream here, and they'll come down to this central channel here, and there is ice under the water here so that the drops will travel at a very high rate of speed, as you can see. And I'm standing too close there and picking the things up as they come along. Let's drop those back in there, and zombie flesh and gunpowder. And they will travel right along to a central collection area, which I think is over this way, and I'm getting a lot of lag in this area. Actually, the collection stream is down here. And there you go. You can see this is where all the drops come. And we're going to go ahead and pick all this up. Got quite a bit here. I think I only had about half a stack of arrows with me. You can see we got quite a few arrows now, and that's good because I need those. some bones, some zombie flesh, and gunpowder is always useful. So I'm assuming that one could stand here and for a little while and probably have his or her inventory filled up with mob drops in no time at all. In just a little bit of time I've been here, you can see that I've collected quite a bit, and it's still coming. So yeah, this thing is just massive, very large. Mr. Enderman. And you can see if you look at the territory around, it looks like, I'm not sure if they did this with MC Edit or if they cut it out by hand or used TNT. Kind of looks like TNT there actually. Normally if it was MC Edit it would probably be perfectly smooth on the walls all the way around. So I'm guessing that they used, well, just cut it all out by hand. All the way down to the bedrock level, then put some half slabs on. And this was done to eliminate spawning area so that the mobs will spawn in the spawner and not everywhere else. A couple of beacons around. But yeah, we'll stand back pretty far and you can just see how big this thing is. The area here that's been cut out is so big that it's outside the view distance. But it's a massive farm. Very large, lots of storage space. And let's see, there was something I wanted to look at. There was an area with a lot of chests, and I believe it was someplace where, you know, you could just take anything you wanted, but I don't remember. I think it was near that collection stream. So is that where it was? But yeah, this thing is just huge. I like how you can walk right under it though, and you can look right up. And I think I see what I'm looking for over here, so let's see if we can get back there. But yeah, that was quite a bit of work. So that's why I'm thinking, you know, obviously this would take just an incredibly long time for one person to do. So I'm believing that this was actually a community project, probably several people involved. And yeah, I couldn't see one or two people doing that, all this work. Because this is just an incredible amount of work right here. Just cutting all this out, digging all this out, down to bedrock. It's just the scale of it is just, it's hard to imagine when you're used to, you know, just 5 or 6 people on one little server. And yeah, this is what I was looking for here. And I'm guessing that you can just take, you know, anything you need from these chests. At least I'm hoping so, because I have taken some items from some of these chests before, and I really wouldn't want to get banned for doing that. Probably could put anything I didn't want right back into the chest too. There's some wood, some signs. I could use the wood, but I actually found a mine shaft recently when I was doing mining under my ravine home base. I ran into a mine shaft, so I'm going to at some point in time go in there and raid all the wood, because wood is always handy. And I don't really think that there's anything here that, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I need, but I'm not going to take it. So yeah, these signs here, yeah, I'm going to guess this was a community project, very massive project. Oh, okay. The lag is killing me. Do not flick the lever. Well, I don't plan on it. Vines of vininess, goodies of goodiness, ice of iciness, redstone of redstoniness. Okay, hooks of hookiness. Okay, well, Jacko5582, that's pretty amusing. Trapdoors of trappiness. Alright, well, I'm going to go back up here and take a look around up there. I think there's some more chests up there, another storage area, but I don't know if it's a public storage area or if it's an area set aside for those working on this spawner. Let's see here. Oh, enchantment area. I only have 11 levels and I don't have anything with me to enchant. Just wanted to take a look at this. I tried to go up here once before. It's kind of tricky to get up there. It's just basically a large spiral of chests. Apparently it all contains cobblestone, which I don't need, so. Okay, so, and that's the mob spawner, the public mob spawner, I'm assuming. Let's see, storage rooms removed by, okay, that's nothing. Yeah, this thing is just, okay, this thing is just, it's huge, very large. And I don't know if it's considered to be completed or if they're going to do more work on it. But let's see. Interesting. Well, I was. Okay, so yeah, that'll do it. I'm going to go ahead and save the look at the Enderman farm for another episode. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I work third shift, and it's about 8 minutes after noon in my time, and I have not been to bed yet. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here and make my way back to my ravine. And in the next episode, I think I'll take a look at the Enderman farm, and maybe I'll look at those that blaze spawner and those other mob spawners that I noticed on those signs, and maybe I'll see if I can get some blaze rod. I have a little bit, but I need more. I need to make a brewing stand and a few other things. So until then, call me Angry K9. If you liked the video, be sure to hit a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.